Hey guys, welcome back to Happy Hoss RV. Hey, we're going to set up our Ford Maverick for flat towing next week. And one of the things that I want to make sure when I'm driving down the road is I want to be able to keep an eye on that car that's behind me while I'm driving down the road. And in our motorhome today, there's no way to turn on that rear view camera while I'm driving, just to keep an eye on that toad behind me. So I went to Amazon. I bought this little monitor, fairly cheap. I'll put the link down below. It's like 20 or 25 bucks, maybe, I don't know. But it's pretty nice. Comes with a couple different mounting options. So I can suction cup, put it on the windshield, or there's an adhesive. So if I want to put it on the dash. And then it's just a little monitor. Got a little sunshade on the top. Those mounts clip on the back here. And then it's going to be pretty simple, I hope. The yellow is going to be the video feed from my rear camera. The red is for power. And there's actually some wiring here that I can use to connect to the power in my motorhome. I'll use the 12 volt. I plan on just using the same power that's going to the stereo in the dash. And then if this goes the way I hope, when I'm going down the road, this will be showing me the back of my RV, my rear view the whole way, so I can keep an eye on that car behind me and make sure everything's going okay. So let's see how we do. All right, so we've got a Thor Hurricane. Floor plan is 34R. I've got this Jensen, model is Car 1000, that I installed last year. And it will show me the cameras, but only when they're triggered. So when I put it in reverse, it'll show me the backup camera. When I turn on a turn signal, it'll show the side cameras. But it will not let me show the backup camera all the time while we're driving down the road. So hopefully when I get back behind there, I'll find the feed for the backup camera and be able to tap into that for my little monitor. Well, I made some progress. I got the Jensen stereo out and then realized I needed to pull this panel out to get back to where I needed to go. It's kind of hard to see, but back here is a little switcher box, and you see this plug right here, that one where I have my finger, that's where the rear camera goes into the switcher box. The switcher box sends this camera signal to the stereo. So what I want to do is intercept that. So this is the feed from the rear camera. I'm going to try to take that feed, plug it into my little monitor, as well as going into the switcher box. But I need some cable adapters in order to do all that. So this project is officially on hold. Stay tuned. Well, I think I got it working. So the what I thought I was going to need to splice into the rear camera feed that went into the switching box, turns out I didn't need to do that because the switching box actually has two outputs. So I reconnected everything just the way that it was before I ever started. But on the second output from that switcher box, I just connected that to my little monitor, and that provides me a backup camera full time. So let me show you how this works. All right, so the coach, I turned the batteries on in the coach, and from my driving position, which is, and I'm in storage, so it's dark out there, but this is my driving position. And when the coach is on, the radio comes on. When the radio's on, it can still do the camera view. So if I turn on, well, not till I turn the key on. So let me turn the key on. All right, so now the key is on. When I turn the key on, my secondary monitor, that's now showing my rear view camera. And it'll still switch to the side view for the turn signal. So that's my left. And then it'll go back. The radio will go back to radio, but my camera stays on the rear view. And the right will go to the right turn signal, will go to the right camera. So that's fine. The important part here is that as I'm driving down the road, I can see out the back regardless of what's going on my radio. So, you know, I typically have Apple CarPlay plugged into this. And so, you know, we'll have our maps showing up on there. So I still want to be able to see what's going on behind me, since we're going to be towing our Ford Maverick behind this beast here very shortly. So that's where I'm at. It looks like it's going to work. I can provide more detail on how I hooked it up, which I'll try to do shortly, but that's what it looks like here, finally hooked up.